Good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are from. We got an interesting report today. Now, last night during the show, I kind of brought together a bunch of different things that I thought have been done over the period of actually decades in order to get our country closer to where we are today, for them to be able to fulfill the obvious agendas they have at hand. One of those things that I did briefly mention was the dumbing down of the younger generations. And wouldn't you know it, we've got a headline today that I thought was best to share with you. Nope, I'm not talking about Andrew Cuomo. I'm talking about Oregon governor and her signing a bill that removes reading, writing, and math requirements for high school kids to help students of color. Okay? Which to me sounds incredibly racist. I don't know. Sounds really racist to me. But that's not what they're trying to do. They're trying to de-educate the citizens of this country, because the dumber the citizens are, the easier they are to control. Okay? So you have this stuff openly going on. Let's see what it says. Oregon Governor Kate Brown. Now, you remember Kate Brown. We remember Kate Brown. She was the governor of choice during the Malheur Wildlife Refuge and the trial that came thereafter. So we already know what this witch is about, and let's just move on from that. She quietly signed a bill last month that removed the requirement for graduating high school children in the state to be proficient in reading, writing, and math in an effort to aid students of color. Brown signed Senate Bill 744 on July 14th, but did not issue a press release or hold a ceremony to mark the occasion, instead opting to pass the bill into law as quietly as possible, according to the Oregonian. The bill also wasn't entered into a legislative database until 2 weeks after its signing, an abnormality, as bills are typically entered on the same day. Though Brown was quiet about the bill, the governor's deputy communications director, Charles Boyle, told the Oregonian that suspending the reading, writing, and math proficiency requirements would benefit students of color, while the state comes up with a new set of equitable graduation standards. Until then, the suspension will apparently help those who are Black, Latino, Latina, Latinx, Indigenous, Asian, Pacific Islander, or tribal. Okay, if you're Caucasian, there's no help for you, clearly. So, just letting you know. Boyle said that leaders from those communities have advocated time and again for the equitable graduation standards, along with expanded learning opportunities, and supports. However, lawmakers reportedly have not passed any actual concrete support this year to help those groups. Any new graduation requirements that do pass will reportedly not take effect until 2027, meaning 5 years of classes could graduate without needing to demonstrate proficiency in 3 basic areas. Oregon Republicans attempted to push back against the bill, with Oregon House Minority Leader Christine Drazan arguing that it would lower our expectations for our kids at a time when we have had this year of social isolation and lost learning due to COVID-19. They were unsuccessful, however, as the Democrat-controlled legislature overwhelmingly supported the move. So, there you go. I'll leave the link to the article in the description of the video. But, wow. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about. And this really exemplifies the desire that they have to do everything they can to make us helpless and hopeless so that they can take complete control. It's all right in front of you. And none of it is by chance. Shalom.